Being a student at Joliet West, I experienced major growth as a person, and I experienced a lot of life lessons, and I experienced things I never thought I would enjoy as a hobby. Therefore, during the years of freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I've experienced the most growth by far. I experienced the most by being a leader and not a fellow of my sister, finding out new hobbies and how to get my anger out in a new way, and also becoming a happier person in general gives me a better outcome in my future. Freshman year, I basically followed my sister through school and the things she loved instead of following what I loved most. Therefore, since 6th grade up to junior year, I followed her in the cheer. Although freshman year trying out for the cheer team at West was so nerve-wracking, that's when I discovered I really didn't like cheer. I only followed what my sister loved. When I tried out for cheer, I made the JV team, and I was so unbelievably happy until practices started up, and they were so time-consuming that I started to enjoy cheer even more less. As cheer went on, the coaches started figuring out our stunt groups, and at first I loved my stunt group, and then not so much. On the mat, my stunt group hated each other, and off the mat we could tolerate each other. That's when I discovered in freshman cheer that shaped me today is that without consistency, nothing would hit, like your stunt group or a tumbling pass or a jump would never be the same. A couple months into cheer, there was a stunt clinic that JV and varsity both had to attend to. I have never been so mad until that clinic. I was so stressed and upset that my stunt group was the only one that wouldn't be hitting. I literally went home and cried every night because that stunt group was just couldn't figure it out. And at the clinic, my group discovered that every person in the group would change something they did in order to get the stunt to hit. But that wasn't how to get the stunt to hit. Therefore, at the clinic, the coach worked on our stunt group and worked on consistency with us, and eventually we got the stunt group to hit every time. Sophomore year of high school is the easiest school year ever, and I discovered a way to keep myself confident and happy. Sophomore year, walking into AP athletic performance, I was nervous at first, but then the first time we maxed in AP, Karch gave me a lot of confidence. Without Karch, I wouldn't be where I am today. He pushed me more than anyone could. He believed in me when I was at my worst, and he got me to bench 135 pounds on the first max of the year. Ever since sophomore year, Karch and Rucka have always pushed me better than what I thought I couldn't do. I discovered a hobby that I thought I'd never enjoy, and gave me confidence in myself. Ever since sophomore year, I had more confidence walking around the halls and being myself more than ever. Freshman, sophomore, and junior year all shaped me into who I am as a senior. The life lessons and people I met throughout the year shaped me to who I am as a senior. All throughout senior year, lessons I learned was the more I stay positive about the year, the better outcome I'll have. In the beginning semester 2 of senior year, I started off with terrible grades, and I almost had straight Fs except for AP. Throughout the semester, I made up so many excuses as to why I had bad grades. Work, teachers, I was just so tired, and in reality, my mom got involved, we talked about it, and my work helped me out. I decided to be more cheerful at my work, and it didn't make me dread going anymore. And they made my work environment a lot more fun. Therefore, when I was becoming more cheerful and awake, I started getting my homework done, and while I was at work, my mom made sure I wasn't exhausted to actually do it right. And as I was becoming more cheerful and less exhausted, I saw a difference in my grades. I actually had a chance of graduating now. The lesson that shaped me today as a senior was that the more I stay positive and cheerful, the better I'll be doing as a person in the future. Throughout my high school career at Joliet West, I experienced growth that I didn't even notice until I actually had to sit down and think about it. Joliet West shaped me into a better person than I thought I could ever be. They taught me life lessons and reasons as to why to stay happy throughout the years and how much of a better outcome a person can have by staying positive. Therefore, during the years of freshman, sophomore, and junior year, I experienced the most growth by far. I experienced the most by being a leader and how to follow my sister, finding out new hobbies, and how to get my anger out in a new way, and also becoming a happier person in general gives me a better outcome in my future.